Mrs. Suker.
Welcome back to the Work Zone, Jacaranda FM 1136. How's it? And if you have just joined us, this is the Work Zone, and earlier we promised you a conversation that is just intriguing. Now, we've had Opportunity Private Capital on the show before, and a huge demand and your emails, because we take you seriously. We've brought the guys back, and it's really a privilege to talk about investments with high returns and capital security. And it is my privilege to bring back Nick Morgan from Opportunity Private Capital. They are a 15-year-old company from Cape Town with a private investment structure in property development funding arena. Nick, really great having you back on Jacaranda FM. How are you doing?
Ilana, really well. Thanks so much for inviting me back. It's really good to chat to you again.
I've stalked you guys a little bit online. I know what you're about, but I think it is important to just on the Work Zone explain to people again who you are and what you do.
I think simply put, you gave a very eloquent introduction. We are a investment company, a boutique investment company based in Cape Town, and we operate under FSP license 13370. So just in simple terms, the investments within a secure asset-backed structure, and that's for private investors. And that's, as we spoke about last time, that's guys like you and I to earn really attractive fixed returns on their investments by funding residential property developments. And I think it's really important as well to note that this funding is done only by private clients who've consistently achieved returns averaging 18% per year, if we even just take the last 5 years as a snapshot in time.
Now, speaking of the last 5 years, looking back in the past year and a half, we know that COVID has really gripped us. With the hardships of the past year, how was the performance?
Yeah, look, COVID, it was a frustrating period for everyone. But apart from the obvious frustrations, caused by the pandemic and lockdowns, etc., it was a pretty good year for us, surprisingly. So we're pretty grateful for that. Our most recent investment project was fully completed and exited by investors despite these negative external influences. And with these clients still achieving their 18% returns per annum. And I think that's really the advantage of operating in the niche environment that we do.
If you just joined us at Jacaranda FM, we're speaking to Opportunity Private Capital, Nick Morgan on the line with us, giving us some details on investments with high returns and capital security. Now, we just talked about it, and you've mentioned COVID's no investments are 100% guaranteed. So how is risk minimized for investment clients?
Yeah, Ilana, you're so right. Investments invariably aren't 100% guaranteed. So some of the ways which we minimize risk are as follows, and I'll try and be succinct in explaining this, is firstly, important to know that the entire structure is based around the protection of investor capital. Until our clients are repaid, they hold the development assets as security. And then secondly, these investable projects are in desirable middle-income parts of Cape Town. So sorry, Pretoria, but we're in Cape Town, which are among the best-performing areas of the country, certainly during tough periods like this. And then thirdly, really strict protocols are in place for the flow of funds, because funds first flow into the attorney's trust account, and then independent professional parties check the flow of funds on a consistent basis from the attorney's account into the project. So it's very well controlled from that point of view.
I'm glad you said that you're based in Cape Town, and the fact that we have our app on jacarandafm.com and you can search for it as well. I mean, subsequently, I know that you and your entire team have downloaded the Jacaranda FM app. Our footprint is national, so definitely, even if you are based in other parts of the country, I think our listeners will definitely have an interest in Cape Town. I always say, if you can't travel there, why not just have an investment there,
Exactly. Lana, just to interject, is you were very, let's say, firm in getting me to download the Jacaranda app last time, and I got to say, I was really surprised. It's a wonderful app with really good sound.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for that.
No, only a pleasure. Now, let's assume that most of us in South Africa and also everywhere where we broadcast has an interest to invest, because we know that during this time, even though there's a lot of people that's losing money, there's people that's making money. What is available now for investors?
So we've currently got a new investment window open, and that's for another investable project in the very popular northern suburbs of Cape Town. These investments start from 100,000 Rand, which seems like a lot, but in this kind of environment where we're funding big projects, we've really made it accessible for people to be able to come in at amounts from 100,000 Rand. And that's available immediately. And that's funded on the very same basis as we've been doing on previous investments as well.
No, wonderful stuff. And it's really exciting to know that there's people that's taking care of our money and even giving some advice around it. Opportunity Private Capital. You can find them on opportunity.co.za. Nice URL there, eh? Opportunity.co.za. Nick Morgan, always a pleasure chatting to you. And we really hope that you can come back and give us some more opportunities and what is available for investors. But thank you so much for your time this morning.
Certainly. Love to come back. And Ilana, have a good day. Thanks for having me again.
No, only a pleasure. Music on the way. Marshmallow and Halsey on Jacaranda FM.
Hey! More music you love. Let's rock and roll. Jacaranda FM.